Hi guys, hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. We're here with the Ultimate Racing League for round 1, race 2. Now, as you can see, we are still at the Red Bull Ring. You did see earlier race 1, which was a fantastic race. If I don't say so myself, with some brilliant overtakes, brilliant side-by-side action, and with the cursed turn 2. But anyway, so as you can see, my prediction was right, and the heavens have opened, and there has been a leakage out of all the pipes around the track to make the track extremely wet with a lot of rain. Anyway, so let's get on to the race itself. It is 15 laps, this one. There is, because they are starting on intermediates, they don't have to, it usually is medium and hard tyres, but because it was rain, it is literally going to be intermediates or wets if they decide to use wets, depending on how bad it is. And so obviously they're still in the Audi R8, like they were for race 1. It is a reversed grid from race 1. So Brian the Mechanic starts on pole. Rossi starts second. Willard starts third. Hockey starts fourth. Baser starts fifth. Brownie starts sixth. Sai starts seventh. P1R Anti starts 8th. That's Life starts 9th. Sky starts 10th. Tina starts 11th. Kenny starts 12th. Nando starts 13th. And Itsumi Dan, race 1 winner, starts at the back. Now, I'm sure I saw one person on the intermediates, yes. Yes, Brownie is starting on the intermediates, whereas everyone else is starting on hard, so either that's going to be a good idea for him or a really bad idea. We'll see how that works out for him, whereas everyone else obviously is on the wets. So anyway, let's get this 15-lap race on the go and see how they all do in the wet. Waiting for the lights to go off, and they are go now. Racing down towards the first turn. Hopefully everyone can get around without an issue. They can. Oh, Tidders has gone. He has spun out. Let's have a look to see. Comes through this corner. Oh, gonna have to wide. Oh, he got a bit of a bump from Hoggy there, by the looks of it. That's Life got a terrible start there. Oh, there was a little bump there. I don't know whether that could have affected it, or it could have been because it's a wet track. When you're off the track, it's very difficult, so that's very unfortunate level. Or is Hoggy? Nope. Yeah, no, Hoggy has waited. He's letting Tidders retake that position, so now they're going to be fine from the back now. So Hoggy did the right thing. So anyway, so on that one we got Brian Mechanic is obviously leading, with Frosty there in second, Willard there in third, So there in fourth, Brownie there in fifth. Brownie's up the inside of Sai here. It does look like at the moment it is working a little bit for Brownie. But they are side by side as they come through this corner. Oh, Brownie's gone. Yep, he is gone. I thought it was going to happen because he's on the intermediates. It can be difficult, so it's dropped him down to 12th, unfortunately. And he's got the backtailers, Tidders and Hoggy still trying to catch back up to the end of the grid. So anyway, that's with Bry there in first. You got, looks like Rossi made a mistake there. That's allowed Willard to go from move back to their battling from race 1, and they're already battling in race 2. Willard has just got past Rossi through the last corner. But Rossi is coming back at Willard here now. They don't want to let Brian Mechanic get away too far. Coming through the cursed corner. No issue getting through it. It's not so cursed at the moment as they all come through it without an issue. No issue as far, but meanwhile at the moment looks like Bry is starting to get away a little bit, with Willard still keeping up a little bit. But his size now, he's got up to 3rd, he's got past Rossi. Rossi's dropped down to 4th. Rossi's going to want that position back. Also, gets a bit skew with there, but he's picked up a second penalty now. So even though he's closed right up to Willard, it's going to cost him a little bit of time. Oh, we missed it. What's he gone? Looks like he's coming through this corner. In 4th position currently. Comes through this corner, deep side, pick up the second penalty. Then his car goes, nope, you're not having that advantage. You can go off and crash. He's picked up a bit of damage there as well, trying to get the car going again. Unfortunately, that has dropped him right down to 12. Tidders should get, yeah, he does. So that's dropped Rossi all the way down to the back now. So that's really unfortunate for him there. But anyway, so Brian Mechanic there with half-second penalty. Willard there in 2nd. He's closing the gap on Brian Mechanic now. Sai with a second penalty as well. And it's Sumi Dan, who started in last on lap 3. He's already up to 4th place. Now, he is going to be a trifle for these group of guys this season, looking at that pace of his. Or it might be just say he's very good at this track. Whereas his size there in 2nd now. With Willard, he's dropped down to 3rd, but he kind of has got the advantage here because the 2 in front of him are going to have to serve penalties. So all he's got to do, I say that, and he goes, no, no, no. Someone else went, Kenny D went off as well. So let's go with Willard first. We go to put the accelerator on and then just says no, no, no. And then Kenny. I think he basically does the same thing. Comes around this corner. Yeah, he basically did the same thing as Willard. Tried to get going, it just said no, 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 you're going into the wall. That's dropped him down to 10th at the moment, but he'll probably drop behind Hoggy. So now he's dropped down there now, unfortunately down to 11th, with Brownie there in 12th, Tidders there in 13th, and Rossi there, obviously there in 14th. So even though these few guys who crashed right at the beginning, they're making waves, they're getting back up the grid again. Guys just serving a penalty, that's dropped him down to 11th. Tidders and Brownie are going ahead now. Tidders is he getting past? Yes, he does. He got past Brownie here. At the moment, it does not look like the intermediate tyres are working as much as he hoped they would, unfortunately. his best bet is probably just to go in the pits, change his tyres, but they're now putting him further behind. So Tidders has been able to go for a move of Sky, but Sky's managing to keep it. But also Brownie there as well. So this is 3 abreast here. Rossi's also there in 14th as they come up towards the cursed turn 2. All getting around this corner, and they do. Sky still got the 11th place with Tidders there in 12th, Brownie there in 13th, Rossi there in 14th. Brownie is looking for a way past Tidders here. Coming around this corner. Is Brownie going to get him around on the outside? He does! Brownie pulls a fast one and gets that move done on the outside. Our Sky has spun it now as well. So it looks like he's done the same thing as Kenny and Willard did. Yep, more or less. But anyway, so back up to the field. So currently on lap 4, Brian Mechanic still has the lead, but he's just picked up a penalty, and it's Sumi down there in 2nd spot, and Bryce just decided to have a fit and spin off, so he's gone off and dropped down to 3rd now, unfortunately. He got that corner all wrong. So now it's Sumi Dan, who started right at the back. He is now leading. It's taken him 5 laps to get from last to 1st. I think Isumi Dan must like Durain, because he's been able to do it so quickly. So he definitely is going to be 1-2 trifle with this season. Sai there is in 2nd now, with Bry there in 3rd, chasing Sai down. I think Sai is going to try and keep on Dan. It all looks like Dan got that a little bit wrong. That's left an opening for Sai. But no, he wasn't able to capitalise on it. As they come through these corners, so current fastest lap is a 1:41.9. That's by Isumi Dan. Sai is chasing after Isumi Dan though, so I think Sai definitely likes it in the rain as well. Oh, Isumi Dan got that a little bit wrong there. That's left the opening for Sai. Sai has picked up the fastest lap with a 41.4 now. Oh, Sai got that a little bit wrong, but Isumi Dan was unable to capitalise on it, but he is still chasing after Sai there, and they are opening up a gap to Brian Mechanic there in 3rd, who can see them just ahead of him, and then you've got right behind him, you've got Nando and Willard going toe to toe. 4th and 5th, Willard looking to get past Nando here. And looking at their times, Nando's fastest lap so far is a 1:43.1. Willard's is a 1:42.7. They are side by side coming down towards this turn 3, I say is. And he is trying to get that position from him. Oh, Nando goes out very wide there. That's going to cost him big time. That allows Willard to go past. But luckily he's far enough ahead of Antti to keep that position. But so Antti is only in 6th at the moment with Hoggy there. chasing Anti down in 7th. And Phaser there in 8th. And Rossi there in 9th. He's got That's Life all over his rear bumper, looking to try and get that position away from him. Question is going to be, are they going to have to pit? We don't know. They could have to pit for fuel. So I've got that a little bit, but he managed to keep going, chasing down the Rosamita. And around this turn, Rossi still keeps. See, it looks like That's Life got a great outing from that corner. It's got to go for a move on Rossi here. They are side by side. That's Life has a little bit of the edge. He is ahead now. Oh, but That's Life goes out very wide. That leaves the opening for Rossi to take that position back. So Rossi's back up to 9. That's Life back down to 10. And Sky there in 12. He's being chased by Kenny D there in 13th. But Kenny D does have half-second penalty. And Brownie there in 14th now. So anyway, let's back up. So Tumi Dan has retaken the lead now. Sai is back down to 2nd now. Well, lap 8. They are just over halfway through their fuel. Junior with it's going to be Dan there leading. And Sai there in 2nd, chasing him down. They've dropped Willard there in 3rd. And they've dropped Nando as well. They've got, the 1st and 2nd have got a great big lead over Willard at the moment. So they are liking getting it. These two are definitely liking it in the wet. You can see how slippery it is out there as they come through the final bend. So I definitely got through that corner a lot better than Tumi Dan did. He's going for a move here. They are trying to be side by side. But he is unable to get past. Tumi Dan is managing to hold offside at the moment. Willard there with half-second penalty there in 3rd. Nando Norris there in 4th. He's got half-second penalty as well. So they're enjoying the penalty today. So Brian Mechanic is obviously down to 5th now. Hoggy there 6th. He's got half-second penalty as well. So quite a few people have got penalties here. So P1 Anti is there in 7th. He's sort of all on his own at the moment. With Phaser there, he's definitely all on his own at the moment in 8th. With That's Life in 9th. Rossi there in 10th. Still chasing after That's Life. Tidder's there in 11th. And Kenny D there in 12th. And Brownie there in 13th. The Sky has decided to go into the pits. I don't know whether to change his tyres or just to fuel up a little bit. You know, he looks like he's just fueled up a little bit by the looks of it. Well, I don't know actually. I can't tell. I can't work it out. Yeah, I think he has filled up a little. Bit. Thinking just in case. And he's looking at their tanks. They've just got like quarter of a tank left. And they've both more or less got exactly the same here. They've got more than Willard's. They've got a lot more than Willard. Nando Loss has got a lot more than Willard as well. Yeah, so Nando Norris is doing quite well on his fuel, whereas Willard isn't. So I've mentioned Willard will be into the pits before Nando will, for at least a lap before. Whether Nando can make that fuel last, I don't know. Anyway, so Sai has taken the lead now. Isumi Dan is now down to second spot. So now it's Isumi Dan's turn to chase after Sai. Oh, looks like Sai struggling here a little bit. That's allowing Isumi Dan to catch him quite quickly. At the moment, look at their fuel. It looks like Isumi Dan has a little tiniest bit more than Sai. Looks like Sai made a minor mistake through that final corner. That's allowed Isumi Dan to come right onto the rear bumper. Anyway, let's go down. So Willard there in third. He's still being chased by Nando Loris in fourth. And then there's Yogi there in fifth place. And Brian McCann there in sixth. They got Antti there in seventh. Rossi there in eighth. That's Life there in ninth. He's battling with Kenny D here. Kenny D there in 10th, looking to try and get that position away from him as they come into the cursed turn 2. That's Life pulled away a little bit now. They do have only 4 laps remaining. Vader there in 11th. Sky there in 12th. And Brownie there in 13th. All the way at the bottom, and he's a little bit away from Sky there. So like these two have both pitted for fuel. Although Brownie should have to be honest, he should have changed to wets. But he saved himself time just by putting a bit of fuel in. Right, so at the moment, Sai has decided to walk away now. He is started to gap Isumi Dan a little bit now. And it doesn't seem like there's anything Dan can do about Sai at the moment. As they come through turn 2. But so Dan has a little bit more fuel than Sai does at the moment. So that could come to an advantage to Dan there. We'll see if it goes a bit wide there. It does seem like Dan is struggling more these last couple of laps than he did at the moment. It looks like Isumi Dan is struggling a little bit at the moment. So maybe the grip's got a little bit worse than he wanted. But meanwhile at the time, it's just been Sai is just walking away at the moment. He has no, and that's the thing about Sai, he has got no, he's doing this with no track control on, the same as Itsumi Dan, neither of them have got track control on. So Willard is the next person to go, but he has to go in the pits because obviously to refuel, so is Hoggy, so that's allowed, Nando is now up to third. Brian's going to KO, so how far is that going to push him down the field? So Brian McKenna will have to be into this pit this lap. Will these three have enough to last till the end of the race? I'm not sure. So Antti there in 5th, Willard there in 6th, Kenny D there is in 7th, now he's got Rossi all over his rear bumper, Hoggy's come out in 9th, That's Life has come out in 10th, Phaser there in 11th, he's obviously been in the pits to refuel a bit, Sky there in 12th, and Brownie there, well back in 13th. So anyway, at the moment, Sai is just running away with it. Doesn't look like there's anything Itsumi Dan can do about it at the moment. We're at lap 14 now. Looking at their fuel, this is going to be a tie one. Could Dan have just decided to fuel save a little bit, just so he didn't have to go into the pits? Because Sai's definitely going to have to pit. He won't have enough for one more lap, I don't think. It is good, very possible Instagram could have saved enough fuel to do the last lap. With Sai leading the race, Itsumi Dan, oh no, he's just gone, his blinker's just gone red, but because it's only just gone red, he could have enough to get around. The question is going to be, are these two? There's a yellow flag here. Oh, Brownie has spun it. As they come, so Brownie's about to be lapped by the leading pack as he comes round through his turn. Oh, Sai's obviously going to carry on. He must think he's got enough fuel to last. The same with Dan. Okay, so they've been able to go. Does that Sai have enough fuel to last? That is the question. It's going to be an interesting one because it doesn't look like he does, but Nando there in 3rd. Kenny and Willard battling it out for 5th place. So Kenny's up to 5th, Willard's down to 6th. Hoggy 7th, Rossi 8th, Bry there in 9th, That's Life 10th, Phaser there 11th, Guy 12th, Brownie 13th and a lap down. So this is the final lap, ladies and gentlemen, of 15 laps. And Sai does have the lead, and it looks like he's going to have just enough fuel to get to the end. This is going to be a tight one. They are very, very low. He's very, very low on fuel at the moment, but so is Isimi down here. And Sai takes victory for race 2. Isumi Dan takes second. Nando Loris runs out of fuel right at the end, but he takes third though. Kenny D will take fourth. Willard will take fifth. Ante will cross the line to take sixth. Hoggy will take seventh. Rossi will take eighth. That's Life will cross the line to take ninth. Bry will take 10th. Fraser will take 11th. Brownies takes 13th, he's already finished. And Skull takes 12th. And Kenny D takes the fastest lap for the race, so well done to him. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time for round 2 at Sardinia A. So bye bye for now.